Hello everyone. Well, do you want some adrenaline? Do you want to lose your breath, feel goosebumps and feel scared even sitting in your favorite chair? Well, excellent, because this episode is especially for you. We have the coolest and craziest rides from around the world. So be prepared to feel scared and start screaming. Let's go. Number 1. 500-foot high bridge. In China, people love extreme bridges. You've probably heard about one of them, made of glass, which every year scares a lot of impressionable tourists. But it seems that we've managed to find something better. Of course, this bridge is much shorter than its 300-meter-long transparent brother, but the experience is no less exciting. Every daredevil who decides to work on this bridge is protected by insurance, and this is not a superfluous measure. The fact is that you will have to walk at an altitude of 200 meters, and sometimes even jump the beams that make up the bridge and are located at different distances from 50 to 120 centimeters. Can you jump more than a meter knowing that there's an abyss under you? Even if it's covered by fog. Believe me, it seems easy only on the video, because even the most coolest tourists here sometimes give up their nerves to the altitude. One wrong move and you're already flying down. It's not a long fly, of course, thanks to the safety line. Some, by the way, are scared to cross the bridge, so they go in pairs as well, or they stand in pairs. And there's a real risk of losing your shoes, and the insurance is not going to buy you a new pair. Number 2. X-Scream. Arriving in Las Vegas, you can only play with your nerves, not only by making a few bets in the casino or reenacting the story of The Hangover. If this is not your kind of entertainment and you want something really frightening, and here is the X-Scream, one of the most extreme rides in the world. On the roof of the Stratosphere Hotel is located a device that resembles something between a children's swing and a slide. Below there are 264 meters of absolute emptiness, and in a chic view of Las Vegas, that you most likely will not be enjoying the landscape while taking selfies. Forget about the likes on Instagram. The open trolley for 8 people fixed on the edge of the roof seems firm, but once the adrenaline lovers are inside, the car suddenly breaks down, practically sliding off the rails. Don't worry, the attraction will stop on time, but in order to raise the trailer and then again throwing you into the abyss, and then several times low, just try not to scream. Number 3. Volcano boarding. Everyone knows about ordinary surfing, but what about surfing a volcano? The answer to your obvious question is no. Lovers of this sport do not conquer waves of lava on their ultra-strength boards, but they simply descend on an active volcano. This is possible only in several parts of the world. One of those places is in Nicaragua in the department of León, where lovers of volcanic surfing come down the slope of the volcano, the Cerro Negra, whose height reaches 728 meters. This 150-year-old active volcano erupted 23 times, and less than 20 years have passed since the last eruption under the layer of cold black slag. You can even feel the heat of the Fury mountain, but there's no time to touch the pebbles. The sportsmen ride their boards, usually a metal of wood firmly grasping a rope. The angle of inclination of the slope is almost 45 degrees, allowing you to reach a speed of 86 kilometers per hour. By the way, the organizers of such entertainment claim that the most common injury during volcanic boarding is mild rash, like an allergy to the volcano. The rider going down the hill at high speed raises a bunch of fine dust, and the stones can irritate the skin, so it's best to keep your mouth shut. But they say that the impressions of a volcano surfing are simply stunning. Would you like a ride? Number 4. Furious baco. A roller coaster. What could be more surprising about a roller coaster? But don't jump to conclusions. The Spanish attraction, Furious baco, is unique in its own way. It was the fastest in Europe until August 2009. And although today has already lost its title, the attraction still surprises fans of extreme emotions. How about the ability to accelerate from 0 to 100 in 35 kilometers per hour? In just 3 seconds, the acceleration exceeds even the acceleration of gravity. For 850 meters, the riders are rushing, diving into tunnels, leaning dangerously, and almost immersing themselves into the walls. From the lake, take care of your feet, by the way. Instead of usual wagons, the creator constructed a slightly different moving elements, and people literally fly through the air. What do you think? How many shoes do tourists lose on the Furious baco in its 12 years of existence? I wonder. Number 5. Zip world velocity. Flying over an abyss is quite a scary activity. But what about flying with your head forwards and your hands tightly pressed to your body? By the way, this kind of entertainment can be tried in Wales in the UK. Careful instructors will tie you with a bunch of safety belts, show you what to hold on to, and in an instant you're no longer human, but instead a supersonic warhead, if you want. Fortunately, the helmet also comes with special flying costume, and on the way you won't meet a single wall, probably. Everyone who wishes to fly over the mountains of Wales is offered special glasses, and to refuse them is a very bad idea. The fact is that on this attraction you can accelerate to 161 km per hour, and your eyes probably won't like it, even though the views are awesome. True, there will be little time to enjoy them. The flight lasts less than a minute. Although the distance exceeds 1.5 kilometers, that's what speed means. Number 6. Terror-dactyl. You probably know that adrenaline lovers would do anything, even travel around the world in search of it. But really, if you're one of those people, here's one place that will make your hair go straight. The attraction Terror-dactyl guarantees tons of adrenaline for your satisfaction. This extreme place is in the Winds Mountain Park Cave in Monte Tao Springs, Colorado, where you can enjoy an epic 200 feet free fall in Williams Canyon. So are you ready? To begin with, you may be raised to a tremendous height at the edge of the cliff, a known launch at a space of 100 miles per hour. And don't let the name scare you away, despite the fact that it looks like its own kind of dinosaur. The attraction is absolutely safe, as reliable anchorages will not let you slip out. At the peak of emotional stress, by the way, during extreme skiing, you can enjoy the views of the canyon and appreciate abusing it. Well, if you're conscious, of course. Number 7. Roller coaster zipline. What would happen if you mix a trolley and a roller coaster and then put the results somewhere in the forest and show it to the tourist? It had looked like the roller coaster zipline too. This unusual attraction doesn't have a death loop, of course, but you can get a loss of adrenaline without it. Firstly, the speed of movement is considerable, and secondly, there are trees all around. You can sell yourself as much as you like. The track is surely calculated so that no one crashes into anything. And you have a solid helmet on your head, but it's not easy to deceive the brain. And don't forget about the sudden climb, which will throw you up and then down at high speeds. The falls aren't very scary and the height isn't very large, but what an effect! It's very difficult to unclench your hands, and in this case you'll have insurance, but just imagine the awareness of great attraction. Number 8. Royal Rush Sky Coaster. The Royal Rush Sky Coaster is located in the state of Colorado over the Royal Gorge on top of the Arkansas River. The height of the attraction above the ground is 30 meters and over the canyon is over 350 meters. So why are we telling you all these terrible numbers? Well, the fact is that those who want to get a portion of adrenaline are firmly fixed and raised with the help of special mechanism, and down they go. At the most unexpected moment to experience freefall right above the gorge. But fortunately, a strong cable keeps the fans of extreme sports alive. And they swing over their beast that is speeded up to 80 km per hour. And they say that it's less terrible version of the classic bungee jumping. Wait, less terrible really? Number 9. Flight in weightlessness. Each of us at least once flew in a dream and woke up with a feeling that it would be great to experience something like that in reality. Alas, no one has neither the abilities of Superman nor the magical dust of Tinkerbell, but we'll tell you a secret. In fact, you can fly without any fantastic gizmos. There's a real chance to soar in the air in a state of the most real cosmic weightlessness. Generated on an airplane laboratory, no magic, just the most ordinary physics. To catch the state of weightlessness, the airplane as it goes up and down a hill in the air. And inside the cabin, for a short time, all items lose their weight. An unforgettable feeling, by the way. In the same way, they shot a clip of a band, the song Upside Down, Inside Out. If you haven't seen it already, look it up. It's worth it. Number 10. Huashan Cliffside Path. If you can't live without action and you just dream of a new portion of adrenaline, and this extreme sport of the Chinese mountain of Huashan is perfect for you. Brave souls from all over the world come here to prove their own fearlessness, as well as people who dream of getting rid of their fear of heights. Believe me, if you can walk along this mountain path, you will forever forget your phobias. The road laid along steep vertical rocks is difficult to master. Here, you'll not be provided with handrails, fences, just a rock, planks, metal pins, chains, and steep stones, by the way. If you're thinking about the safety of attraction, you shouldn't worry about that either. Tourists wear safety equipment, and the flow of visitors to the dangerous mountain road increases every year, which means that everything here is safe. By the way, those chains that you can see on all those photos and videos have been screwed into the mountain more recently. Earlier on the Huashan, there were only boards and it was really dangerous. Well, that's all we have for you.